Yeah. So you finish your drink and
retire to my god.
retire. Oh, okay.
Not gonna pull an Indy and just.
You guys.
With my tap?
Yeah.
After
No,
finishing your
hat
work,
is
you
pulled
just
down.
head down,
Yeah.
bed down, ruminate about the mysteries of the universe, and then bed down.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Ruminate about the
All right.
mysteries of my life.
So,
All right, meditate check.
He sleeps in mystery.
Sleeps in mystery.
Yeah, you go to sleep. Like, you tuck yourself in with mystery and, like, envelop yourself in it and go to sleep.
Mr. E.
through the tossings and turnings of a kind of restless night, you wake up and you just really just can't sleep, even in your half still drunk state, just trying to understand what's going on. And the lights off. You've camped out in your workshop. It seems like Buzz, in almost a pre-programmed way, seems to know where you would be most comfortable when you wake up, is like in a shop environment. And
That's where
you
cot
just-
is.
yeah, exactly. So it's where you'd want to be. You're still just kind of like your head's kind of sloughing back and forth, and with your eyes closed, you still kind of hear the pounding of a headache, kind of that's going to be coming in the next couple of hours. But then something starts to replace it. A very muffled, kind of almost repetitive sounding music. Sounds vaguely familiar. You're not really sure where you've heard it. Was it recently? And it starts to clarify a little bit, and it sounds like the music that you heard in the bar just this afternoon. And kind of interrupting it, almost fading and transitioning into another sound, is muffled sounds of a voice, another voice in Yosoki, and you hear just kind of washing in the beginnings of a sentence, and it's just this very gruff kind of sound. I must admit, I didn't think you would have it in you, kid, but I gotta say, I'm impressed. You've done the Suzuri Ring a great service. Trying what you did in the Hive Market most times get you killed 10 times out of 10. Other times, something worse. But I just gotta say, we appreciate your efforts. And kind of half like eyes, slowly groggily opening, you see yourself now kind of sitting in the corner of that bar you were just at today. Everything seems kind of awash, the sounds, the visions. The person you're talking to, their face not very clarified, but a very matted and or very, very well kept, kind of flattened fur structure. Very almost looking like a beard, almost coming into like a full clarification there. And you don't really see many other details besides a very long, jagged scar going across a very visibly, non-functional eye. But through that, you hear yourself speaking, and you're just like, well, what could I say? Me and my associate here, and you kind of point to the other side of the table, and you see the much kind of slumped over, legs kind of kicked out to the side form of Skada, who's got a drink in his hand. He's just kind of rolling it, and his head's kind of turned down, not even looking at you or the other person in the table. We don't operate in this kind of environment, but I like to think of myself as a risk taker, and well, you like cracking up. I gotta say, I don't like to toot my own horn, but I did pretty good. We did pretty good, and you just see Skada get up, and you see him walk out in a very kind of rushed motion. The person sitting at the other side of the table kind of like looks at you, and you're just like, pay him no mind. You need another drink? And you hop out of the table as the guy kind of gives you a nod, and you go up to the bar, and you like flash, just kind of do, and the surprisingly clarified face of Rando, a little little bit, very visibly, younger and seems a lot less haggard. Kind of swings over and you see him pouring out 2 drinks and in a very hushed kind of tone. He looks at you and he looks behind you and just whispers, "Son, I hope you know what you're getting yourself into. You do one thing for the ring. Well, you don't outlive the usefulness that they think you have, or there's only really one way out." And you just kind of turn the drink. "Well, I find myself a very resourceful gentleman, and if the time comes, we'll take care of ourselves." And he just kind of gives you a very kind of disheartened kind of nod and goes back to doing what he does. And you bring the 2 drinks back over and you slide it over, and you're like, "Well, if this is a business concluded," and you kind of like clink the drink, and as you're chugging, he's like, "Well, we have one last request, paltry in comparison." And at that point, you kind of feel yourself kind of like get drunk in this sort of hallucination, and you kind of wake up in a very like sweat infused state in your cot, and it's pitch black, and you see Buzz kind of like turn to the side, and he like looks at you, and he just looks at you for a second.
Yep. I'm holding my head. Buzz, turn off whatever music that is, and immediately throw up. Right where I was like.
And he doesn't say anything. He just kind of like stands up, and you see him go and like get like cleaning supplies.
After I'm done, I was like, "Get it out."
He holds your hair back.
Yeah.
I got you.
He comes back with cleaning supplies for that, and then he like hands you like a small glass of water, and then like proceeds to like mom kind of clean up your cheeks a little bit from the shit that's got in there, and you
Bat his hand away, get him out of there, and then put the water down, take the little flask I have under my bed, and take a tiny little nip, and then just lay back and like sweating, just thinking about what just happened. Fighting the urge to throw up again.
So you do eventually find rest, as kind of restless as it is trying to process what happened. You're not even sure if it's like, if you wake up and you're like, you've had dreams before and you remember things from it, but this is just like on a whole nother level.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually sleep does find you for what little amount of time you seem to get before the very kind of softened like of Nemo, like giving a wake up call. And
Yeah, I'm gonna force myself to get up.
yeah, and it's like your heartbeat is like right in the back of your head.
I'm gonna go to a wash sink, throw some water in my face, disembark the ship for a second, throw myself on the ground, and roll around in the dust just to get it on me and just get it nice and coated for the day.
You do the guinea, or is it the not guinea pigs, but yeah, it's like you just
Little dirt bath for a second.
yeah, little dirt baths. Elephants do it, and then I think
Bison.
the I can't remember what like rodent. It's got really dense fur, and they like I don't know, whatever.
Wombat.
Sure.
Yes, you're familiar with the concept?
Yes, I am.
I'm going to prepare a isoki breakfast, whatever that may be, and a fuck ton of it. Like,
Okay.
More servings than are necessary.
The rations that you have on board are very universal. So I mean, if you wanted to make a real one, you probably have to go to a market in town.
Well, I'm going to see those rations, get disappointed, and then just make a lot of whatever I can.
Okay,
That's
it's basically like rehydrated eggs,
Yep.
and like what you would think a space MRE is.
Used
Salisbury
to eating them,
steak.
but yeah, it was regular rations and MREs.
Yep. So each of you guys can mark that off because we'll actually track that for once.